My name's Armando, and I've blown and lost over 8 funded accounts this year. And this is everything I've learned, so you don't do the same thing.
$22 million in 3 fucking hours!
Day trading is not that hard. I've seen these people do it. And if they can do it, I can do it. All right, guys, a little bit of a different kind of episode today. If you guys have been following since episode 1, you guys know that we are failing at trying to get a max payout on alpha futures. So if you guys remember episode 1, 2026 was really the beginning of my full-time day trading journey. And I had assumptions of how it was going to go and what it was going to be like, you know, just based on my previous year trading. You know, last December was really good for me. So was November. I had really good trading months. But just being fully transparent and honest, as you guys see in the title, I've blown over 8 accounts this year.
He ain't lying.
In 3 months. So Q1, I've blown over 8 funded accounts. And I believe we passed 1, but blew it. Just wasn't able to get to the payout. So Q1, we have made a total of $0. All right, we're negative. We've been investing our money all Q1. So Q1 just full of investments. And
you smell that? What is that?
What?
What's that smell?
A cologne?
No.
Opportunity.
So that being said, guys, it has been a very difficult market to trade this year.
This ain't no joke, man. This the real deal.
You know, just in general, especially what I trade, the ES futures, which is pretty much S&P 500, it can be volatile, you know, especially with news, with conflict that we have going on around the world, with gas prices. Like literally anything, any headline can affect the market.
That's crazy.
And if you are not in your trades risking the right amount of risk, setting your stop losses, watching the markets, you know, you will lose money. I've done it. So
oh, don't laugh. Done that.
With all that being said, the reason why I've decided to take this episode and focus on everything that I've learned these last 3 months is not because, you know, whatever.
That's true.
The reason why is because I understand that the markets are going to change constantly. And if I'm not able to adapt as a trader to these markets and find profitability in these markets, you know, your career is going downhill real quick. So,
that's an interesting way of that makes sense.
I've decided to take this video and show you guys, share my experience, show you everything I've learned in these last 3 months by blowing these accounts and really hammer down the strategy, right? And start to pass these accounts, guys. 8 blown accounts that's got to be a new record. Like that in itself is not easy. Okay, it is hard to blow. Like you couldn't pay me to blow 8 accounts. I'd probably make some money off them if you pay me. If you told me, yo, here 8 accounts, go blow them all, I guarantee you I'll probably pass a couple of them. That's how difficult it is to blow 8 accounts. But it's reality, and it is what it is, and it's me being fully transparent. So hopefully I'm able to look at this video in the future and be like, look, I started trading. My first year trading Q1, 8 blown accounts, nothing, nada. And then hopefully manifesting, speaking into existence.
I hope so.
Okay.
The rest of this year is going to be very profitable. We're going to pass accounts. We're going to get max profit on accounts. That's what's going to happen, guys. I'm telling y'all right now. So
I am rich, bitch.
let's see what happens in the future. For now, let's get straight into the video. I know I've been ranting for a little bit. If you're still here, I really appreciate you guys. So let's get right into it. This is everything I've learned by blowing 8 funded accounts. All right, step number 1, and honestly, the most important part of being a day trader is having a strategy, okay? If you just started day trading, you have no idea why you're pressing that buy or sell button, you should not be trading funded accounts, all right, guys? And what I mean by a winning strategy, it doesn't mean you have to have a 100% win rate, okay? You can have a 50% win rate and still be profitable with these funded challenges. So what I mean by having a strategy, a winning strategy, it means you have taken at least, bare minimum, at least 100 trades with your strategy. If you've taken 100 trades with that strategy, you're then able to tell me 75% of these trades have won, 25% of these trades have lost. Or 50% of these trades have won, 50% of these trades have lost. And if you're a great trader and you have a high win rate, power to you, right? But you do not need to have a high win rate in order to pass these funded challenges, guys. All you need to do is know why you're taking a trade, okay? Why your stop loss is where, why your take profit is where, okay? That's it. All right, bare minimum, at least 100 trades. Even if you want to like really dumb it down and really get to it, 10 trades. 10 trades with your strategy. How many of them won? How many of them lost? Simple as that. All right, so that is number 1, the most important step in trading funded challenges, guys, is you have to have a strategy, okay? You cannot just come into the market and say, today looks like I'm buying. Tomorrow looks like I'm selling. You will not get anywhere. You will blow accounts faster than I have blown accounts. Trust me.
Can I trust you?
Yes.
All right, guys. Number 2, the second most important thing that I've learned when it comes to these challenges is risk to reward. You want to have consistent risk to reward. So what does that mean? You want to have consistent stop losses as well as take profits. And why? Because there is such thing as making too much money on these accounts, right?
Whoa, brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
So if you have consistent stop losses, like for example, if I'm taking trades, most of my trades are going to be, for example, 10 points stop loss, 30 points take profit, right? So what does that mean? That means when I hit a stop loss, I'm hitting a stop for 10 points every time, no matter what. So if I take 2 trades and both of them lose, that's 20 points in stops. So why does this matter? Why is this important, right? Let's say I take a winning trade, right? 2 losing trades, 10 points each stop, that's 20 points. But I take 1 trade that wins where my take profit is 30 points. I've just made my money back for these losing trades and stacked 1 R, right? So what does that mean? That means I can take another trade. I can risk that 1 R. And if I hit take profit, that's 4 R total. If I lose, I'm break even, right? So that's why this is very important. When you're able to have consistent stop losses and consistent take profits, you combine that with your strategy and your win rate, you're able to see more or less how you're trading and you're able to make changes, right? So let's say you're not hitting 30 points and take profit. Let's say on average you're hitting 20 points and take profit, but you've noticed your stop loss is way too big. The most you've ever gone close to hitting a stop loss is 5 points, right? So then you make the adjustment. Now your stop losses should be maybe 5 to 6 points and your take profit is 15 to 20 points, right? And that's where risk to reward really comes in handy when you're trading these challenges. You're able to figure out what risk to reward, what stop losses, and what take profits you need to have to be able to pass these accounts either quickly, right? If you have a high win rate, or take your time with it, but really never lose an account, right? Because you could take 2, 3 stops and make it all back with 1 trade, right? So Number two, the second most important thing when it comes to trading these challenges is risk to reward. You need to understand your risk to reward and be consistent with your risk to reward. If you're able to do that and you combine that with your strategy from step number 1 and step number 3, which we're about to get to, you will pass these challenges, guys, I promise.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, last but not least, the third thing that I've learned when it comes to these accounts is over trading. You do not want to be over trading these accounts in no way, shape, or form, right? And the reason why is because these accounts are built to teach you to protect your capital, right? The best traders when it comes to funded accounts are consistent traders and profitable traders, right? And those are two things that are very difficult to do together. To be consistently profitable is very rare when it comes to these markets, right? So when it comes to these accounts, the last thing you want to be doing is over trading them, right? When you combined, number one, your strategy with your risk to reward, you're able to figure out more or less how many trades you should be taking in a day. So for me personally, an example, I shouldn't be taking more than one trade a day, okay? On average, I take 1 to 3 R trades, right? And my win rate with these trades is sitting around 60 to 70%, right? So what does that mean? If I'm able to take one trade a day with a 60 to 70% win rate and consistently avoid losses, right? Listen to what I said. Consistently avoid losses. If I'm able to do that, I will make max profit 50, whatever it is. I'll make it. No doubt in my mind, right? But when it comes to these challenges, what kills everyone, and at least myself, is over trading, taking too many positions, taking too many stops consistently, right? Like I said, consistently profitable traders. If you're able to become a consistently profitable trader, these challenges they're just gonna be money in the bank, all right? So that's everything I've learned, guys. Next week's video is gonna be a little different, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And you guys know what to do. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm acting like I ain't done this before, man. This is episode like 6. Come on.
What?
Anyways, y'all know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next video.